Hello everybody! I'm glad to see your faces and I'm really excited today because in this episode I'm going to show you how I turned this photo into this painting. And this time I'm going to show you the whole painting video. So let's jump right into the demo. Okay, so the demo just started. It's a time lapse. Please tell me whether it's too fast or not. This photo comes from a landscape in Iceland, beautiful river, beautiful view. What a wonderful world.
What a wonderful world.
First of all, I wanted to thank you all because I reached more than 100 subscribers and I couldn't believe that I could reach this number so fast. Thanks a lot for your comments, it's amazing. I hope to bring you the most value in this video. You know, I'm just starting this YouTube channel, so I'm testing lots of content and I'm looking for the one that will bring you the most value. So help me refine what you need and drop a comment below to let me know. Have you already read The One Thing by Gary Keller? I find this concept quite interesting. He said that if you want more in your life, you need to go small and want less. I find this principle particularly true when it comes down to painting. When you want the absolute best chance to succeed at anything you want, your approach should always be the same: go small. And going small is ignoring all the things you could do and doing what you should do. What is the one thing such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? In watercolor painting, what would be this one thing that would make everything easier or unnecessary? Let me break down with you 3 tips I got from this book and see how they can apply to watercolor painting. Okay, so tip number 1. As a general rule of thumb, your background should be cool and light, and it should also be fast and furious. In watercolor, you always start with the background because you have to grow from the lightest value and then move on to the darkest tone. And sometimes you can make the mistake to spend too much time on the background. So it has to be as quick as possible and globally as cool as possible. In that painting demonstration, the first wash starts with some cool gray color and I use the leftovers on my palette. It's just fine. Then I grade the wash with more pigment and I switch the cool tone to a more earthy color in order to separate the background from the middle ground. If it's the first time that you see my video, smash the subscribe button to be notified when new videos come out. Okay, so as for the tip number 2, I use only one brush, as you can see, to make the whole first wash, and it's not that easy, but I advise you to do so. And if you have a closer look at my brushes, you will see that this painting has been done with only 2 brushes, one mop brush and one synthetic one. Using only one brush for the first wash is a very good practice because it will force you to use the point of the brush as well as the whole body of the brush when necessary. You will understand all the possibilities that this sole brush can provide you. Another bonus tip I can give you is to hold your brush quite far from the point. If you look at my fingers, you will see that I hold my brushes halfway. Let me show you how to do it the right way. So okay, this is the brush. It's Raphael brand and it's a size 2 here, but in the painting demonstration I use a size 4, but never mind, it doesn't matter. Here the important point is to hold the brush halfway, like that. and not hold the brush like that, like a pen, for example. You have to hold it as far as you can to get looseness and at the same time control. And of course, when it comes down to the details, of course that you will have to hold your brush more tightly. But for the first wash, it's better to hold it halfway. And at first, it may be difficult to do so because you have to know your brush quite well, but it will pay off in the long run. Okay, so for the third tip, among the things that make everything easier, I can name the one tilt. Thing is that I take my paper on a plank of wood and then I tilt my board by around 20 degrees, but you can test any angle, whatever angle you want. Let me explain you why this one thing makes everything easier. First, it will create a rivulet of water which will grant you additional time before your wash dries completely. Then it will smooth your graded washes and make them beautiful. The third point is that it will allow you to control better where the water goes, and consequently it will also allow you to control where the pigments go. And lastly, it will be a very good indicator of whether your wash is starting to dry, and therefore if it's time to add more water to it. And as you can see, tilting your watercolor paper can give you a big help in achieving any landscape painting, as you can see in the painting demo here. And the thing is that this technique is quite versatile because it will allow you to turn your plank of wood around to control exactly where the pigments go. So here are the three main tips I wanted to give you in this video. What is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? On a more high-level point of view, this is an essential question. In watercolor painting, what is the one thing that would make everything easier? The answer for me may not be the same answer for you, but my answer is focusing on practicing my art, because from this activity, everything will be easier. First, it will be easier to show you how I paint like in this demo. Second point, it will be easier to improve and sell my own art. And third, it will become easier for me to provide you with the best possible advice. Okay, so what's the point then? You just have to paint. Well, it's not that easy. You see, I myself procrastinated for many years on painting before I decided to put my effort on it again. In the end, don't put too much pressure on yourself, but just spend some time thinking about what is your one thing. Okay, now I think that this painting is almost finished. I just polish a little bit here and there, adding some final details, and then I just have to take the tape off. Now it's shooting time. Please tell me in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video and if you want more of it. I had a lot of fun making this video with you all. I hope to see you soon, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified when the next video comes out. Thanks for watching and see you next time.